Hey, hey! Welcome back. Game of Life. New show. If you haven't seen it, you're just now getting it. This is where things get real at. We talk about community, health, wealth, and happiness. And today's topics, you can catch us on Sundial Networks on Monday, Wednesday is our new shows, and then we do a repeat on Friday, 7 p.m. at sundial.tv. Please follow, like us on Facebook and YouTube. You can find us under Sundial Networks under YouTube on the YouTube channel. That way you can catch up on all the past shows. It's just the first time you're getting here and seeing us and getting to meet us. We look forward to hearing from you. So please put your comments in the comment section there. If you're out there in social media, if you're getting it on the Sundial Network, please, take time out to go over to the Facebook or to our YouTube and leave the comments or things that you may see or that you like the show. I have various people here in the city that always, come up and say, hey, appreciate this, that, and the other. But you all, I know we have a huge audience now that's going across the world, actually, you know what I'm saying? And we appreciate hearing from you, and glad that we're able to touch you. Right here, yes, I say a lot of times, you can see I'm a black man, so I have a lot of times going into the black community, but I want to be tapping into our human spirit, you know what I'm saying? Because it's really only one race, and that's the human race. So when I talk about the various different communities, I definitely try to talk to all of us as human beings first and foremost, but I have to talk to the things that affect me and give the opinions on the things in the world that happen in my life, and stuff that I have great knowledge in, and that's being a black person in this world. Please hit the like, shares, notification, sub, the follows. We need that to keep our algorithm up out there in the social world sphere. Please go over there, check us out on the other networks. But today's topic, I'm going to be talking about mind power, and just talking about the consciousness, as they speak of reality, the conscious state, and then the subconscious state. Staying in control of who you are, and that's what the conscious makeup is, and subconscious is the state that that you're not even a lot of times aware of. I feel that we need to touch on some of those topics as us just being human beings, because all of us have to go through these various things, and a lot of times we don't really think about how this shapes our world and our life. Now generally the brain function matures, and you get a lot of the subconscious. But let me just pull up a slide here real quick on just the term of the subconscious. Okay. Of or concerning the part of the mind of which one is not fully aware, but which influences one's actions and feelings. Of or concerning the part of the mind of which one is not fully aware, but which influences one's actions and feelings. Now, you have to, I want to just, stay there for a hot second so you can really take that in when it says one is not fully aware, but which influences one's actions and feelings. Now, that's the subconscious mind that we're referring to there. And just really understanding that part of the subconscious before I got into it, so you can know the variations of conscious state and the unconscious. Saying you're not even fully aware of the subconscious. So know that this is a real thing, you know what I'm saying? That they took time to come up with that definition. It was some studies and stuff like that put into that definition. Um, and I see a lot of people that I come in contact with speaking, and especially hit home why I wanted to do this today, because I had a lot of people going through some things, and they were like they didn't have a part in what was going on. So, I mean, I had a good talk with all of these people, because it was about 6 or 7 within the past week. There was reoccurring type of situations they had put themselves in these various situations, and then they looked dumbfounded, like they didn't know how they got there. And it's like, okay, come on now. If you're a grown person, you have to be aware. And then in our mind states, under the subconscious thought pattern, how it works is your brain is like a computer. It's like a computer. You just think of yourself as like a computer. So when you first are born, from being an infant to 7 to 9 years old, your brain waves are not the same as once you get 11, 12, and especially into adulthood, of the things that you are programmed with. Because when the brain first started, it has 0. It don't have no files on it. So think of it just like that computer program is getting downloaded programs. So you as a human being are taking in stuff, and this is going to make up who you're going to be the rest of your life. Now, where are you going to get these programs from? You know what I'm saying? And as a baby, it ain't like you can read a book. It's not like you can, actually go do these things like you do as an adult and be having, conscious state of opinion, yes, no, maybe. You just taking this information in. And the general person that you're going to get these downloads from are your parents, because that's who you're close to. But you taking it in the visual state, and that's why kids are more, spirit thought, you know what I'm saying? And their wave is at theta. And you know about the dream states and all the different states and wave patterns. If they took a kid and put them on, hooked them up and tested the wave patterns, they wouldn't register at the same wave patterns as most adults, register at. And so at the theta state, it's like the dream state where you have imagination. That's why kids have very vivid imaginations. And you can tell them, and they do stuff, and you say, okay, we're having a tea party, and they drink the water for real. It's good. Or they're Superman or Batman. And the funny thing is, like hearing Kevin Hart talk about his son, being Spider-Man, and say, oh, it don't work, and all of that. And I mean, we as adults, we understand that, especially when we see the kids and how their imagination is so vastly open. Well, that's the suggestive part of it. Now, the programming out here in the world, and the people that are controlling the systems, they know this. They're very much aware of this. So a lot of us don't understand the stuff that we have to unlearn as adults that we've been taught as kids. And that's why I be here constantly saying about bringing our kids up and giving them a head start, a boost. Because when they take this in, it's going to be a reactive way they're going to react later on in life. When they get older, they go back. It's like someone telling you, hey, you act just like your daddy. Or you just act just like your mama. Or you acting just like your uncle. If your uncle was probably in your life at this particular time, when you at this very young state and very influenced, or your auntie or some other people that are very influential in your life, you're probably going to revert back to that. It's just like driving a car and you're conscious of it. And the subconscious, if you're thinking about something else or doing something else, like you driving and talking on the phone and you just go this way, go that way, go this way, that's the subconscious actually taking over. Wow, I didn't hit this doggone thing here. Yeah. That's funny. Y'all laugh with me. You gotta laugh at yourself in life. This shit happens, and if you can't, laugh at yourself and be with what the world is, yeah, you're not enjoying. You're not enjoying life, and this life is meant to be enjoyed. Please, and we're gonna definitely be talking about that. In fact, I'm gonna get into that right now. That's about the winners and losers in life. You know what I'm saying? There are actual winners and losers in life. And this actually comes from the subconscious mind and the conscious state of mind. And if you have goals in life, you probably win in that life because you got, where you going. You can measure things being done, you know what I'm saying? But if you haven't never really set any goals in life, I can almost guarantee you're losing in life. Yeah, you're losing in life. You're losing in life. But yeah, setting those goals, and I hope you do have some goals out there, you know what I'm saying? And if you don't, please, get out there and get you some. It's never too late, no matter how old you are. But you want to make sure that you're in control of yourself. Now, I'm gonna get into this other slide about the various parts of the brain, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to, put this up here, you know what I'm saying? To give you an idea of, what we're talking about, and you see the 5 different parts, and they do different parts as far as, the frontal lobe, controlling the reasoning, the motor skills, high level cognitive. That's why a lot of boxers, they lose a lot of those different motor skills from getting pounded. Same thing with football players and stuff like that, because they ramming with the frontal lobe. You know what I mean? But the various other parts of our brain, like I'm talking about, the input and understanding it. Now that's some homework for y'all. Y'all go out there and did the slides. Y'all go out there and look it up. And if you're really concerned with it. But yeah, I just wanted to definitely show you the brain and get you to understand it, because a lot of us have to see, these type of things to trigger off in us. But I want you to just understand the difference between the conscious and the subconscious, because the subconscious is always working, you know what I'm saying? Where the brain, first of all, never goes to sleep, and talked about that, and I'm gonna keep saying it because repetitious, that's how you get into the subconscious mind, you know what I'm saying? Is by repetition. That's the only way you can unlearn a lot of the stuff that you've been programmed to. When we talked about, the young person, people saying you this, that, and other, well, that's when you're on autopilot as we speak, and creating a new autopilot. This is how you're going to be able to do it, and that's by repetitiously hearing things over and over. And that's where the other part that's controlling the planet Earth knows this, and that's why you have so many things coming at you all the time, because they know the more you hear, especially if you hear it when you're young, it's going to be rooted in you into the autopilot. It's going to go into the autopilot, especially when you're very vulnerable, as they say, those vulnerable years of 0 to 7 to 9 years old. Most of them are 7, but we always have our late bloomers and stuff like that, and they go into that 9-year-old period. And you can see this if your parents out there and understand, especially if you're having problems out there with your kids right now, that they are super smart when they're younger, up to that 8 and 9-year-old age bracket, and then you start having those other problems because they're going into the other part of the brain that you're using, and they're conscious. They're very conscious of it. First, they're learning with their subconscious. It's being rooted, and they learn by seeing stuff and feeling spirits and different things like that. They're very in tune with those things. Then once they come out of that, they're learning with another part of their brain. It's opening up, and those other wave patterns are now open, and it's a huge awakening. And that's why a lot of us, you have these people that snap out. Well, their subconscious then got woken up, and that's a long whole nother show, And we probably won't get into that till way down in different seasons, and maybe even in a whole different level of a show. Because I just want to be dealing with, the game of life and making you aware of these things so we can go learn about stuff. Because, as I've said, a lot of times when we don't know something, it's impossible for you to know. Well, once we've opened those valves and gave you that knowledge to go seek out, now you can go seek out these things and learn more about it and open up other parts of your spirits and your mind, because all of us then had that aha moment, like, I got it. I ain't never thought about until somebody, and that's what it is, you know what I'm saying? It's about us opening up, new parts of the brain and actually understanding what it does. The mind is gonna work, and because that's what it's built for. It's built to think and constantly do it. As I said, the brain never goes to sleep, and we have to understand that. So we want you to become the master of your faith so you can be in control. We don't want you to be in a slave mentality, a slave thought, and everybody can be that, you know what I'm saying? Just straight across the board. Once you fall into not having those goals, not having visions, and making sure that they are your goals and your visions. Now, I want to get into about the visions, you know what I'm saying, and visual learning, because we want to take you out of that, feeling like you're a victim and a target, and feeling like when you're not, and you have that feeling of you have nothing to lose. Anytime somebody get to that point when they like, I don't got nothing to lose, that's what does that person do? You know what I'm saying? When you get to that point, when you reach that low, you know what I'm saying, that you feel like you don't have nothing to lose. And at the same time, sometimes it's not a state of, being down. Sometimes you done shot your shot, or you done your best. You're like, hey, I ain't got nothing else to do, Lou. I'm finna just gonna start jacking up these 3-pointers. I'm finna go ahead and just throw the kitchen sink at them, you know what I'm saying? Because right now I feel like I done lost, you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden sometimes you start just talking reckless to that girl or that guy that you wanted to get with. Now they start responding, you're like, huh? Because, so sometimes it can be a good thing, you know what I'm saying? But we don't want to be in that state. We always want to be being in control of whatever our mission is, you know what I'm saying? And we want you to be having goals to objectively get there, you know what I'm saying? Otherwise, you just out here rambling around, and we don't want that. Now, getting into the vision thoughts that I want you all to be able to take in is, because if you don't understand it, it's a old saying. It's kind of where our community, any poor community is. It's a lot of white poor people out here, definitely a lot of poor Spanish people and Asians. The Asians, y'all not got no real poor communities here in the United States, but I'm overseas, y'all definitely have, got some third world situations going on. But here in the United States, as I spoke a few shows ago, we don't want to be comparing ourselves to no third world nothing, you know what I'm saying? Because we supposed to be the richest country in the world, so we want to be comparing ourselves up there with the top, and we should be wanting the best for any of our citizens that's here, you know what I'm saying? So I'm talking, to those depressed communities, and a lot of that is within my black community. I'm talking to you, but I'm talking to all my depressed communities, you know what I'm saying? We got to have a vision, you know what I'm saying? And visualizing yourself being there. See, a lot of people that's come out of poverty and got into being to where they want to be, they know what I'm talking about, having that vision. Because if you don't have a vision, you don't even seek how, you can't get somewhere if you don't believe you can do it. If your mindset is saying, I can't do it, what? You can't do it. We talked about that, and hopefully, I hope a lot of y'all laughing at yourself out there saying what I say. What? If you say you can't do it, you can't do it. Why you can't do it? Because you just said you can't do it. Okay, we clear on that, right? That's just like that vision. If you can't visualize seeing yourself with something or having something, your mind is going to automatically go to what it's supposed to do. It's going to shut it down and say, you can't see yourself with that. You don't want that. You really don't want that. So what you going to do? You're not going to go get it. You're not going to go after it. How you going to... You can't even see yourself in a convertible, but you going to go buy one. It don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? You're going to come with every excuse for you not to be in this convertible. You know what I'm saying? It's not practical. It's not this. It's not that. It's not that. On and on and on. But if you get in the mindset saying, okay, this is what I see myself as, and I guess what I really want to just touch on is reaching those people that have dreams and just been, you know, maybe in their 30s or 40s, definitely if you're in your 50s and 60s and you had dreams or aspirations of going on some vacation or doing something special or trying something new hobby or whatever, to go for it. But you got to see yourself doing it. So maybe you got too busy, but I want you to take this in as an exercise, you know. Do this at the end of the day or when you get ready to go to bed at night. Clear your mind, you know, think of, you know, some peaceful place, you know what I'm saying? Whatever that peace may be, is it sitting on the beach or just hearing some water or just sitting in your backyard in your hammock and this nice, cool, beautiful day. Whatever it be, clear your mind of all the other stuff that's going on in your life and put yourself there. Then I want you to have one main and particular thing that you wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? I need you to dig deep down into your mind, thought, you know what I'm saying? Go deep into yourself. And I want you to see yourself doing whatever that may be, whether it's vacation, whether it's having a certain amount of money and you got it, you know what I'm saying, to go do whatever it is. If it's that old vintage car that you wanted to buy or purchase or run upon, if it's a hobby that you wanted to do, if it's young ladies, if you haven't never went and got yourself massaged and got your hands done and, you know, whatever it is. I just want you to just visualize that happening. And do that on a regular basis, you know what I'm saying? This is just like a peaceful moment for you, you know, finding some you time and shutting out and visualizing it. And if you can do this, eventually you're going to probably be at that point doing these very things, or these things are going to start coming into your life to free you up to be able to do these things. Because as long as you're not doing and you saying you can't do it and you don't visualize seeing yourself, because the visualization does a lot, because it gets you moving, it gets you start thinking, how can I do this, or how can I make this happen, or asking or going around the things that's going to make these things happen. And that's getting into the subconscious mind, you know what I'm saying? Because the subconscious, as I read and told you to slow down, it says unaware, you know what I'm saying? That means you have this thing going off inside of you that you're unaware of. It's the auto default, you know what I'm saying? It's like the computer when you say hit the default, you know what I'm saying? It's going to go back to that real quick. And if your default is your mother and father saying you can't do this and you can't do that and you're not capable of this or you not, that's what your brain gonna go to. It's gonna go right back to that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how accomplished you came, you're putting yourself back in there. So that's what we talk about, you know, unlearning some of that old stuff and putting the new things in. That's through repetition. That's why I want you to have that vision of yourself and doing it repetitiously. And just get down into your subconscious and to put some new thoughts in your mind, and you'll start feeling like, okay, I can. Because that's what we want. We want you to be being the greatest person that you can be, you know what I'm saying? And finding that internal awareness and finding that your assignment for life, you know what I'm saying? Now, we talk about here, we want that health, that wealth, and that happiness, you know what I'm saying? Now, if you got a slave mentality in your mind, you can be healthy, because the world gonna be out here trying to keep you healthy, you know what I'm saying? Because if you their slave, they trying to And as I said, we got sick slaves too, because under the medical situation, they maybe want to keep you sick and keep you alive though, so you can keep taking in these products that they need you to take in to keep you in that state. You know what I'm saying? But being in that state of mind, you cannot be wealthy and you can't be happy. You know what I'm saying? You can be pretending to saying you're happy, but if you stressed out, you're not happy. You know what I'm saying? Now, happiness is, you know, being able to have a good, clear frame of mind, feeling good about life, you know what I'm saying? And as I said in the beginning, there's going to be winners and there's going to be losers. As I talked about in here, about the game of life, if you having fun in life and you finding some, you know, joy and you can laugh at yourself, you probably in that winning column, or at some point you done been there, or you well on your way to getting there. If you're not in that state, you're probably in that losing state of life. You know what I'm saying? If you're always feeling like this is this and that's that, and oh man, it's rough, you're probably losing. You're probably on that losing column of life. You know what I'm saying? Now, I want to talk about something. How well do you know yourself? Ask yourself that, because a lot of us really don't know ourselves that well. Because if I spoke about people I was talking about, obviously they didn't know themselves well enough that they kept putting themselves in a predicament or situation. Because if you know something and you know this is not good for you, or this is not a viable situation for you, why would you consistently go put yourself in these situations? It's not making no sense. It's not making no sense at all. Now, becoming the master of your subconscious, harness that, think about the vision, and get it into your soul, your mind, repeating it over and over, and getting it into yourself. As the old saying was said, y'all know it if you especially into the Bible and different stuff like that, the visualization is where there is no vision, the people will perish. And you've heard of that parable, I'm sure, throughout the course of your life. They're giving me my 1 minute warning, telling me it's time to wrap it up. When we having fun like this and getting on some good topics, especially me, y'all see I can ramble on a little bit. But I just want to reach y'all with some beautiful news and have your mindset going real good. We're going to do our quick PSA. That's sundial.tv. Y'all make sure y'all check us out there. If you're not, sundial.tv. Check out High Dimension TV. That's at www.highd.tv. Y'all go out there and check that out. Y'all be lovely, and y'all come on back. I got some more good news for you and beautiful things. To my haters, y'all make sure y'all giving y'all love to y'all haters. Y'all tell y'all haters make sure they drinking some water. I mean, if you really hate them, don't tell them, hey, no, you don't need to drink no water. You need to drink more pop. And no, I'm just messing with you. Don't do that. Y'all give y'all haters the ones. Y'all know I give them another one out there. Y'all be healthy. Y'all be walking, talking, and giving love to your family. We love you here. Come on back. Game of Life.
Live at Blackstone Smokehouse, showcasing the Eclipse Band and also featuring tomorrow's future talent star. Only on Sundial Networks. Tuesday and Thursday nights, 7 p.m. Saturday, 8 p.m. If you're in the live bands, open mic talent, we have a treat for you. Only on Sundial Networks. Every Tuesday and Thursday night, 7 p.m. Saturday, 8 p.m. If you're in the Flint area, please come to see the live tape at Blackstone, downtown Flint, every Thursday night, 7 to 10 p.m.
A new TV channel, sundial.tv. That's sundial.tv. Urban culture, music, lifestyle, fashion, talk shows, comedy, and more. Check us out at sundial.tv. TV lineup, what happened to their one-hit wonder? The Battle, new versus old. Top 100 countdown, old school mix-up, slow jam, Sundial. So put us in your browser, sundial.tv.
A new way to watch TV on the web. Check us out, highd.tv. That's HIGHD.tv. High Dimension Networks. The lineup, top 100 of all time. Old school hip hop. What's new now? Top 10 from the street.
That's my jam.
New to the game. and legends in music. Yeah, that's right. It's about time. Something new in TV. A brand new game. New flavor in TV. High Dimension Network. HIGHD.TV. When you're ready to go from local to global, Web TV can help you reach your prospective audience and hit the target with your product, service, or brand in a personalized ad campaign with business packages from every size of business. When you're ready to do some new and cool stuff, come and see us at Web TV. This could be your commercial being seen by thousands of viewers. You can email us at webtvmedia1@gmail.com. We look forward to hearing from you.